Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I thought I'd give you a quick update on exactly how much I earned from both Redbubble and TeePublic for the month of July. So here's a quick overview of what my stats look like. I have a total of 534 followers. My designs have received a little bit less than 6,000 favorites, and I've sold roughly 400 products since I first opened this shop in June of 2020. If we scroll on down here, then you can see that in July I made $19.40, which is a whopping 60 cents below what you need for the payment threshold, but because of Redbubble's wonky payout system where you get paid on the 15th of every month, I actually still got paid just because of previous sales and the way that all worked out. If we go to the bottom, then you can see July was relatively slow, a little bit slower than June even, although I made fewer sales in June than I did in July. Naturally, the two biggest sources of traffic were from Redbubble itself and organic, so that's going to mean search engines like Google, etc. And then a little bit from social media and direct, which is going to be my YouTube audience, you lovely people, you. And then we can go ahead and take a look at exactly which products were selling for me in July. So I wouldn't say it was the most amazing month ever. I sold about 5 products in July, the first of which was a dad hat, followed up by a bucket hat, and for those two I got about $7 for the dad hat, about $4, a little bit less for the bucket hat. After that I did sell a sticker, got about $1.60 for that, followed up by a backpack for $7. Somewhat irritatingly enough, someone bought my design on a backpack, but then as you can see they canceled that sale only to buy a different one of my designs on a backpack. So I still got that same amount of margin, but they went ahead and added to my total canceled sales. But I suppose it is what it is. And there's a little sneak peek for you right here. Since it is already in August right now, I have been making some decent sales so far, but I'll go into more detail in that for next month's recap video. Now, if we go ahead and pop over to my TeePublic shop here, we can see that in July, I actually earned $15.50. So far in August, I've earned $11.50. So that's, pretty good for TeePublic. I noticed especially that whenever my Redbubble sales really slow down, it seems like my TeePublic sales pick up a little bit, which is definitely appreciated. Nothing really of note to mention for Amazon merch or Society 6, although I think I did make one sale on Society 6 in the last month or two. Nothing amazing to write home about though, just a couple of dollars. One last bit of news before we wrap up today's video. As you can see at the top of my dashboard here, they've introduced this somewhat interesting new program where you can apply to be an artist ambassador. They also sent an email out, so you may have already seen that as well in your inbox. But from what I can gather, it's not an affiliate program, it's more of consulting or focus groups essentially. So you can apply to be an artist ambassador, and if you do become one, then that means you basically have to sit in Zoom meetings with the Redbubble team, and then you can just let them know what you think is working well on Redbubble, what could use some work, what you don't like. For example, the horrifying new artist tier levels that they introduced not too long ago. But it is surprisingly exclusive. They're only selecting 10 people to be on this panel for about a year, and they have made no mention of being paid for this insightful feedback. I suppose that they, like many others, think that, oh, well, they can just put that on their resume. But if that is something that you might be interested in, you can go ahead and apply up until August 31st. So there's still a little bit of time if that's something you're interested in. But this could be a good thing if we do have some decent representatives, I suppose you would call them. Then maybe we have hope for fewer disagreeable changes and more agreeable ones. But that is something we will just have to wait and see, I suppose. And if you want to apply, then I'll wish you the best of luck with that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm probably going to have a bit more exciting one of these coming up at the end of August, so stay tuned for that. And without further ado, I wish you all the best and happy designing!